Have you ever felt like you're just not getting what you really want out of an AI? You ask a simple question, you get a simple answer back. But what if you could do more? A lot more. What if you could actually design complex, multi-step behaviors? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're moving beyond basic questions and stepping right into the world of the agentic prompt.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to unpack this big shift from just getting answers to making the AI take action. Then, we'll get practical and break down the blueprint for building these powerful prompts. After that, we'll explore some pretty advanced patterns, talk about how to keep these things safe, and finally wrap it all up with the new rules of prompting.
So to kick things off, we really need to completely rethink what a prompt is even for. We're shifting our mindset from just asking for a piece of information to actually generating specific, complex behaviors.
And this right here really nails the core difference. On the left, you've got the old way, the traditional prompt. You ask, it answers. That's it. It's a one-shot deal. Simple, sure, but really limited. But on the right, that's the agentic model. This is where one single prompt can kick off an entire cycle of reasoning, problem-solving, and action.
I love this quote because it just captures the new mindset perfectly. We're not just wordsmithing anymore, trying to find the magic phrase. We're more like pilots, We're steering this incredibly powerful intelligence to go out and perform complex jobs. It's a totally different way of thinking.
And just look at the practical benefits this shift unlocks. Without these agentic prompts, an AI is pretty stuck. It can't use tools, it has no real memory of your conversation, and it definitely doesn't fix its own mistakes. But with them, suddenly it can reason through a problem, it can plan, it can use tools, and it can even spot and fix its own errors. We're unlocking a whole new level of capability here.
Okay, so that all sounds great, but how do we actually build one? Well, this next section is the how-to. This is the core recipe, the blueprint for crafting a really effective agentic prompt. Think of these 6 elements as the essential building blocks for your prompt. Each one gives the AI a crucial piece of the puzzle for how it should think and act. Let's break down a couple of the most important ones.
First up, the role. And this is so critical. By telling the AI it's a research analyst or a senior software engineer, you're not just giving it a label. You're basically activating an entire mental model. You're telling it how that person should talk, what they should know, and what their professional standards are.
And next, the goal. This has to be crystal clear. The goal isn't just, summarize this. It's something much more specific, like produce a structured one-page summary for a board meeting. A sharp, well-defined goal tells the agent exactly what success looks like.
All right, theory is one thing, but let's make this really concrete with a side-by-side comparison. Yeah, this looks familiar, right? This is the kind of prompt we've all used. It's simple, it's direct, and, well, it's pretty limited. You kind of get what you get, and let's be honest, it's often not exactly what you were hoping for.
But now, look at this, the agentic approach. The difference is just night and day. We've explicitly defined a role, research analyst. We've set a super clear goal, produce a structured summary. We've even given it a step-by-step plan and told it the exact output format. We even gave it rules, like what to do if it's missing information. See, this isn't just a request. It's literally a program for behavior.
So we can actually boil this all down into a really powerful template. Think of this as the instruction manual for your AI agent. By just filling in these different sections, you're systematically designing its entire way of thinking before it even starts the task. And remember, this isn't something you just do once. The best prompts are tweaked and refined over time as you see how the agent actually performs. So now that we have this foundational template, we can start to layer in some advanced patterns. Think of these as special plays you can call to get even more sophisticated and complex behavior out of your agent.
For example, chain of thought can be as simple as adding, "Let's reason step by step" to your prompt. This forces the AI to show its work, which almost always improves accuracy. React takes it a step further. It teaches the agent to realize when it needs outside info, like a livestock price, and then use a tool to go get it. Patterns like self-ask encourage it to ask you follow-up questions, and plan and execute forces it to map out its strategy before it does anything. These are all incredibly powerful tools for your toolbox.
Okay, but with all this power, you know what they say, comes a lot of responsibility. Building a super capable agent is one thing. Building one that is also safe and reliable is the real goal. And this is where guardrails are so important. It is just as crucial to tell the AI what not to do as it is to tell it what to do. You have to set clear boundaries, like do not provide any medical advice,
And give it a safe way to fail, like instructing it to say, I need more information to answer that. This is absolutely critical. We can also use our prompts to basically debug common AI failures. If you're getting rambling, unstructured answers, you can force a specific output format. If you're seeing it make up facts, what they call hallucinations, you can instruct it to use a verification tool anytime it's uncertain. Your prompt is the main lever you have to fix and improve your agent's behavior.
So let's bring all this home. What are the new rules of the game? What's the really big takeaway from this new way of prompting?
Well, it means that mastering this stuff, the agentic prompt, has a direct and totally measurable impact. A better prompt leads to a more capable agent that can tackle really complex tasks, a safer agent that actually respects the boundaries you set, and, at the end of the day, a much more efficient and reliable system overall.
If there's one single idea you walk away with, let it be this. We are no longer just writing requests. We are designing software. The prompt itself is the source code, and the AI's mind, that's the computer. It's a really powerful and, frankly, exciting new way to think about how we build things with AI.
And that leads us to our final, really transformative idea. A prompt isn't just a question you ask, it's a script that you write. A script that defines a character, that sets a scene, and that dictates all the actions that need to be taken.
So I'll just leave you with this question. If you are now the scriptwriter, the director, the designer of AI behavior, what powerful, insightful, and maybe even world-changing behaviors are you going to choose to design next?